Welcome back to Te Coffee y Chisme. I'm your co-host MayJay.
And I'm your co-host Pancho.
And today we have a very special guest with us. It's my brother Chewy. Oh my god, did y'all hear that?
Your stomach?
Yeah, my stomach just growled. It was I'm
The
hungry,
fucking
bro.
camera picked this shit up.
You're hungry ass.
I had breakfast
I
early
don't want to have
too.
that in, bro.
I mean, I guess we could.
But I thought it was Lucas.
Well, anyway, the drink of the day today, I'm having water because I already had a ton of liquids today.
And me and Chewy are both drinking, or my girlfriend's going to yell at me. Chewy and I are drinking protein shakes that my cousin MayJay actually made. It's kind of like a shamrock shake. It's like, it has Lucky Charms on top. It's all green, and it's, what you said, cookies and cream?
Irish cream whipped cream.
Uh-huh.
It is so good. It gives
so good.
it such a good, like, not sugary, but like a very light flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and
pretty good.
it goes all with March themed with St. Patrick's and all that stuff. So
Hopefully, eventually, when we do have a camera and stuff, we can show the drinks that you make. That'd be pretty cool.
you know what would also be cool if we went to Chicago for St. Patrick's when they
Oh,
when they
I've
put
do-
never
the
been
green,
there. Yeah,
they
I've
put the
always
green
seen it,
dye
but I've
inside
never
the river.
Yeah.
I've never gone either.
Don't they do bar hopping that?
Yeah, they do bar hopping
we
because
should-
I have
oh,
friends
dude,
that do
dude.
that stuff. I don't drink alcohol, so it has no.
Chewy and I can do it. You'll drive.
It's nothing for me. No, it's you walk everywhere.
Yeah, you walk everywhere.
No. Drive home.
Oh, I guess so. Chewy, why don't you care to introduce yourself to the class?
Hello guys, my name is Chewy. I am 22. I just turned 22 in February, and yeah, I'm really happy to be here in this broadcast for the first time, and let's see how this goes.
Okay, Chewy. So you already told us your birthday. What do you do for work?
I am a tire technician currently. I am looking for a job, and hopefully this is the year that I get a new job, because where I work currently is a good environment, but I would love to learn much more in the industry that I am in.
You're trying to get into BMW, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, Chewy's actually already a BMW tech. So if we have any BMW people that can get him into anywhere BMW related, we'd highly appreciate it.
Specifically around the Chicago area.
Yeah. Okay, so another question I have for Chewy is, what are your hobbies?
My hobbies, I recently just started collecting Pokemon cards again, because I found my old cards, but I also love building Legos, also with a lot of electronics. I have a PC, so I'll be cleaning it, working on it, and yeah, and old retro games as well.
Okay. So, do you have any questions for us?
Yes. Actually, what have you guys? What is what do you like to do on your days off?
Oh man, that's hard.
Depends. It depends if we have stuff to do that we didn't get through while we were in our work day or work week.
Yeah.
So
I
like,
mean,
I'd say at least hit the gym once.
yeah, but like, I guess that's like more like of a. I mean, sí nos gusta ir al gym,
Mm-hmm.
pero creo que es más como that's already in our routine thing. Pero I think he's asking more towards like algo que no haces normalmente. So I mean, I guess like recording this podcast because like
Yeah.
today's technically our day off.
Yeah, usually we try to record once a week, but we've been being delayed over and over again. But we're trying to record more, and well, now that you're here, we might get more episodes with you.
Yes, hopefully I am here more on this podcast. I love and I enjoy being here. especially for the first time. But I have heard you guys since you guys first started, and it actually sounds really fun. And hopefully, I am here in the podcast much more longer.
Okay, bet. Okay, well, we're gonna change it up a little bit. And I didn't even respond. I guess. Okay, so I haven't really had a day off because like I do so many things all at once. But right now, Pancho and I just got into, well, actually, all three of us. We all are volunteers for a team called Big Boards for the Cure for the American Cancer Society. So, on our days off right now, we're actually like looking for donations. We're, hitting up different businesses, trying to see if anybody's willing to be a sponsor for us. Get our team up and known in the area since it's a local event. So basically that's what we've been doing. I know that yesterday Pancho, he had his day off, so he actually spoke to higher ups in his job about like donations and fundraisers. So he's doing his part on that, and Chewy recently just started working with us in the event. He did it last year too, but I feel like this year he's a little bit more involved.
Yes.
You want to talk about?
Usually, it's more because we have more connections now. Now that we're like more open about it.
Now that we have that experience of like at least I have experience from 2 years now, but they have experience from last year. So now they're like, ya saben a lo que van,
Mm-hmm.
like ya saben qué es el programa, ya saben what we're raising for. So like todo eso se nos hace even easier.
Yeah, and that just like rolls off the tongue. You're like, hey, we're donating for this foundation. We're having these events. Like, is there anything you can do? Like, basically everything that you would be asking from a business, we would already know it because we already did it for the entirety of last year.
Yeah. So, Chewy, do you want to talk a little bit about the little project we got going on?
Yes. So for this year, for the relay that we're doing, we are actually creating box cards. And so, if you guys don't know what it is basically cardboard built as a car. And this year we're trying to do a theme of like NASCAR. And so what we had in mind was putting the logos of the people that are helping us for the fundraiser put on the car
Like sponsors.
as sponsors, and they would end up being in the car, and during the relay we are actually going to be wearing them and walking or running around the track, and it's going to end up helping us, and not just us but also the people that are the sponsors.
Yeah, basically it's an opportunity for them to like for us to showcase that they are our sponsors,
Yes.
Just exactly like NASCAR cars. I think that's,
I think it's just
NASCAR.
NASCAR.
NASCARs, I guess. They have all their sponsors on them, or the drivers have them on their uniform, basically like that, right? So we hope to get a lot of sponsors on them and everything. I think it would be a really really cool idea, especially since the round. Okay, so like basically at the relay, every hour there's a round, right? And we walk around a track. So one of the rounds is called Road to Recovery. So that's why the theme is box cars.
Yeah.
So every team, and I'm talking to you about maybe like 20 teams. Like 20 teams have to make box cars. So at the end of the day, we're going to look like a NASCAR track with all these cars, going around the track, and it's going to be really, really cool.
That's
so
cool. I didn't know you guys were doing that.
Yeah. Since it's going to be well, actually not since it's going to be, but since Chewy is a car guy, and he collects all these damn Hot Wheels. If you guys saw his room, it's absurd.
Oh my god, it's bombarded. He has no space in his walls anymore.
Yeah,
and he's
seriously.
still trying to collect
Between
more.
Legos, like Legos on shelves and stuff like that, que son cars, y Hot Wheels, está ese cuarto tapas, I can't say the word, tapizado.
They're
There you
keeping
go.
all that in.
Dang. It's because it's like, it like can't roll off my tongue like that. Tapizado de puros cars. Pero that's why when I heard that that was a theme for this year, I was like, I have the perfect person. I'm gonna ask Chewy to get a little bit more involved with us, and so basically that's what we've been doing. So I'm super happy that it's all going to work out in its favor, and we're still looking for sponsors and donations. So if you are listening to this, contact us.
Not NASCAR sponsor us.
Yeah, NASCAR sponsor us. Help us get what's it called? Stickers for these box cars.
Have you emailed them?
No, actually, that would
You
be a
should.
good idea.
You should.
Dang, we should.
That way, like if they do send us something, it gets here on time. By the time that
Note
we
to
get the
self.
Note to self.
Email
NASCAR. Everyone that you think NASCAR, Chevy, fucking.
Okay, true. This is your job.
Make a list of all the good places that you think.
Gotta
would be.
contact all the tire brands.
Yeah. Or
Yeah,
local
that
ones.
would be a good
Your
job.
competition
Good
for your
idea.
job.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Besides that, do you guys want to talk about the Super Bowl?
Sure.
All right. So I feel like Chewy has more of a, I guess, say in this because the only reason we really watched the Super Bowl wasn't really because of the game, but because we.
I
wanted a
watched it
reason.
because of the game. Go Eagles.
I-
Fuck Kansas City.
I don't know jack about sports besides soccer, but literally we made like a big dinner, and we heard that Kendrick was gonna be the one doing the halftime, and I made a bet with someone at work, $20 that Kendrick was gonna say Drake's name, and I fucking won those $20. I was so happy. I jumped as soon as he said it, and I scared one of our cats. That was so funny. But you said that, I think you mentioned earlier that there's some conspiracy theories. I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, there is a couple of them actually. Like for example, we all know that in the halftime show, Kendrick ended up bringing Drake's ex, which was two of them.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Both the girls were Drake's ex.
I didn't know that.
So when what's her name?
Saga.
No.
Was it?
Sierra.
Williams is
No,
one
it's
of
not Sierra. Sierra. It's Serena.
Oh,
Serena.
Serena.
Yeah, Serena.
Williams.
Serena Williams. Yeah. I don't know why.
I don't keep
was
up with
like,
this.
what's her name again? I know who she is, but
Yeah.
like it totally went off my.
So Serena
yeah.
Williams.
Serena Williams. She's actually a professional tennis player. Well, she
Mhm.
was. And she used to date Drake. So
Mhm.
like, back in the Olympics,
Mhm.
she won, and she crip walked, like she crip danced at the Olympics, or no, it wasn't the Olympics. It was like the tennis,
Like a championship.
yeah, the tennis championships. I forgot what it's called. When?
Women's tennis.
No. It starts with the W. Like the actual sports like program starts with the W. I
Mhm.
forgot what it's called. But anyway, she crip danced at that sporting event.
Yeah.
And they told her that she was unclassy, unprofessional, and all this stuff because it's not normal que una mujer de color, o sea, una mujer negra, gane
Mhm.
un campeonato de tennis.
Yeah,
Normally
they're
you
used to
normally
white
you see
people
white
and
people,
stuff, yeah.
or normally you see like gente francesa or stuff like that. No disrespect to
Mhm.
those people, pero it's big, for the African American community que ella ganara.
Yeah.
And qué bueno que sí ganó, right? Eso fue hace años, but I'm talking to you that was years ago. So when Kendrick calls her y le dice, "Hey, you want to crip walk at the Super Bowl?" Like, first of all, she's like, "Bro, I don't even play football, so how am I gonna be at the Super Bowl?" And he's like, "Oh, it's because I'm gonna be halftime." So she immediately says yes. And there's an interview where she's like, "Hell yeah, I'm gonna go crib walk on my ex's,
Song.
Like, wait, what is it like a
Diss track.
Yeah, diss
Yeah,
track.
diss track.
Yeah, of course I'm gonna go sing at my ex's diss track, Y entonces ya fue de que she was like, "Bet, put me down." So then everybody like sees her crib dancing on the field con eso, and everybody like, "Dang!" Like ahora ella haciendo eso se le ve como high up respect because she just did that,
Yeah.
and like basically being like, where am I now? A comparación a cuando ustedes me hicieron burla.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
like that to me was like dope as hell.
Cool.
Yeah. So like both of their exes were there. I don't know if you guys saw the layout on the field, but you know how they had like all these symbols, which was the X, an O, a square, and a triangle.
Oh yeah, they said it was like the game stuff, right?
Yes, it was like a game stuff. So that's one of the conspiracy that they may bring something which was with PlayStation.
Oh, okay.
Because that's
Oh,
Oh
like a
yeah,
new
because
thing
at
with
the end of
PlayStation.
everything,
Oh, yeah.
it said game over
Yes,
at the top.
at the
too.
very
I
end.
remember that.
But I feel like that is like
Well, eso
like
también
Drake,
fue
you're
como.
done.
Yeah, well,
type
that
of
too.
thing.
That was like a mic drop, you know?
Yeah.
That was like a mic drop moment for Kendrick. Like,
Yes.
game over, you know?
Mhm.
But at the same time, I do see what Chui's saying. Because
With the
on,
whole
on the actual, like, field, se miraba el X, el O, el todo eso. Pero también se miraba where they were dancing,
yeah.
donde estaban caminando. It was like a prison yard, no? That's what they
Yeah.
were saying.
Yeah, it was like a prison yard, and another thing about one of the conspiracy about it was if you look at it, there was the symbol was X, and then there's the two X's from Drake that was there, and one of the conspiracy symbols was that they ended up saying that Drake was the reason why he was the murder of XXX Tentacion. If you know who that is a artist that ended up passing away a while ago, and he was an upcoming artist. Actually, I was listening to him when I was in high school, actually, and so that's a series they were saying because Drake was a suspect to it, and so everybody's saying, "Oh, this is a way to Kendrick saying, hey, it was him."
Oh, yeah, because you also said he started on his knee, right?
Yes.
Just like X-Extension's music videos.
Yes.
Dang, I don't know.
Yeah.
And
I
the
didn't
very
even
So
know
when
he was
Kendrick
like-
starts the Super Bowl, he's on his knees.
Yes,
Just like X-Extension, when his
He-
music videos would
Mhm.
start, he would start on his knees.
he was starting his knee as a freestyle.
I knew he would do that, but I didn't know it was a reference to him.
Yeah.
Or that Drake was a suspect. That I didn't even know he was like
yeah,
involved
there's like
with
a
the whole
ton of
case.
conspiracy theories.
That's
Also-
crazy.
You said something about the wigs, right?
Yes, the wigs. The dancers, if you saw, they had split hair colors. X was also known for his hair splits, which he had multiple colors. He had a blonde one, which is like his most iconic one. He had a blue one, and he also had a red one. And so that's what a lot of people was talking about too. Yeah.
I saw that too. And there was another conspiracy theory. I heard this from an old coworker. She told me that it was something about like the rich and the poor, in that like the way that they were turning around in circles and stuff like that.
Yes, because they were turning counterclockwise.
Yeah.
And it was when they were symbolizing the American flag.
Uh huh.
And
Oh yeah, because they
yes.
did have an American
Oh.
flag.
And they were going clockwise,
Uh-huh.
showing that instead of America
Moving
Going
forward.
moving forward, they're actually going back in time.
Yeah.
And I did hear someone say like, you got no cuss words in it. You got the American flag, and you got like no twerking, no inappropriate stuff, and even then, still every single like, you know, I want to say Republican because it basically is what it is.
It's all over
They
TikTok.
basically said this was the worst halftime show ever.
Mhm.
And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, the guy didn't twerk. You got your American flag. And, you know,
You're
all
basically
of this.
everything
No cuss
they
words.
complain about every other
Yeah,
like
artist or like
yeah.
todo.
he didn't do.
Yeah.
And now that he didn't do it, now you're complaining about that. Like it
Ajá.
makes no
Es-
sense.
Pero como no les conviene el mensaje que dio,
Uh-huh.
that's why they're like,
Yeah.
oh, worst halftime show
Man,
ever.
they even got Uncle Sam in there.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Uncle
yeah.
Sam.
That was a
Oh, I
big
love him.
reference.
I love
That
him.
was
That
so
was a
much.
big
reference, too.
reference. Samuel L.
Yeah.
Jackson, right?
He's
was
such a good
basically-
actor, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But there was another one, man.
Oh, you saw what? I don't know if you guys know, but you know how on the scale, so in the football field, they are actually lined up, and okay, so the whole song about it was for "Not Like Us" is the part when Kendrick calls Drake and Minor that he likes Minor,
Yeah.
and then he also has a diamond necklace that is the symbol of A minor.
Yeah.
And during the halftime show, they were all lined up like if they were to like a music scale, and they were all lined up. And Drake was actually no, it was Kendrick. My bad. Kendrick was standing on top of where the
A minor would
was.
be on the staff
Yeah.
and on the music scale. I
Yeah,
saw that.
that was really cool.
Didn't he also do like there's a certain shot that will reference one of Drake's albums? Didn't that happen
Yes,
too?
he used one of the I believe it was in the flags. They were waving the back. It was little kids pointing up, and it was pointing at the A minor, and that's what he was using as that was used to be one of Drake's albums.
Dang, that's great.
So he used Drake's old album.
I remember her
towards
telling
him.
me that.
Yeah.
I just
I'm not gonna
I think
lie.
the funniest thing is people recording Drake when the halftime was happening because he was at a basketball game and he was
No, he was at a
Yeah, he
concert.
was in a concert.
What was the concert? I thought it was a basketball game.
No, it was a concert.
Oh.
He had his concert in Australia.
Yeah, it was in
Oh,
Australia.
he was looking at he was like just chilling and he looked at his phone and he looked so pissed and he just put his phone away.
Yeah.
I thought that was the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, that was pretty funny, but oh man, like I mean, I don't know. At first, like when I heard all this, I was like, nah, Drake's not like that, you know? Because like I used to listen to Drake all the
Me too.
time in
Me
middle
too.
school, and to me it was like, you know, Drake wouldn't do that, and like you know, I've known OG Loverboy Drake all my life, so then now I'm like listening to all this stuff and Kendrick. I mean, even before the Super Bowl, and like. I mean, I kind of like got out of my Drake phase, you know, like I stopped listening to him a long time ago. Pero sí me quedé así como de, what the hell? Like, I didn't know all of this happened in all these years, you know?
Yeah.
Crazy.
And then the more you look back at it, now you're like, oh shit. Like, I see it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the lyrics too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what amazes me too. Like, oh, how did I not catch this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Es que a veces uno piensa it's just a song, you know?
Yeah.
Nomás es una canción and no es de verdad or you know, you know, a lot of artists talk about real life stuff, pero hay bien hartos artists que no. Bien hartos, they just make a song and they're like, oh, this sounds dope, let's do it, you know? Like, changing a little bit of topic, hay una artista que se llama Alicia Villarreal, and ella todo el tiempo en sus canciones platica about how, like, she's not treated right and how, like, she's being abused and everything, and, like, hay unas canciones where she's like, I still love you, but you do bad stuff to me and stuff like that, and everybody always thought it was a song, right? Well, recently, at one of her concerts, towards the end of the concert, in sign language, she puts up help, like, she needs help.
Oh my gosh.
And people start like, oh shit, you know? And you know who her husband is?
Ooh.
One of the guys from Cumbia Kings.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah, one of the guys from Cumbia Kings, and he actually, as soon as she did the signals of like help or whatever it is in sign language, a los pocos días he hit her. Yeah, cayó en el hospital, and then that's when she like started talking more about it. Like he's abusive,
dude.
he's everything. Yeah.
She need to get like
Y
some
me quedo
security
pensando,
on her.
like, fíjate, bien harta gente. Cumbia Kings has such a good representation with the people porque es el hermano de Selena.
Yeah.
You get me? So now because he just did that, he just brought Cumbia Kings down. You get me? And like now she's up. Now they're probably going to go into like a court trial and all this stuff, and like he's probably going to get major issues. Pero uno no piensa a veces que like the clues are in the song.
Yeah.
And then hasta que algo pasa, you're like,
how did I not see this?
How did I not see it? It was
Yeah.
there the entire time.
That's why, like, I don't know if you guys have ever gone to YouTube and watched like a bunch of like unsolved cases and stuff like that, or like CCTV videos or police body cams, where it's like this person that goes in and is like searching a house and stuff. Like, how do we not notice that these kids were being abused, or that this lady was being beaten by her husband, or that this guy is a drug addict and stuff like that? But like, when you look back at the videos, when you look back at the evidence, you're like, it's in plain sight. How the fuck
Dude,
did no
that's
one
like that
notice?
Gabriel Fernandez
Yeah.
caso.
Yeah.
El pobre niño iba todos los días a la escuela, like, maltratado, pegado, and no one ever said anything.
Exactly.
And then once, you know, he got killed, it's como de, oh, shoot, how did I not see it?
Yeah.
You know? El pobre niñito iba golpeando every day to school. How did you not see it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So-
I feel like at the first ever bruise, you should have called authorities.
Yeah.
First ever bruise.
Same thing with I don't know if you guys have heard this story about it, but it's about this girl. I don't remember how. I think she was 11 years old, and she was getting bullied at her school for her parents being illegal immigrants,
Oh, yeah.
and she ended up taking her life away due to the bullying.
I just saw that. Actually, what her name was Jocelyn, no?
I believe so. I don't remember. I heard it from my old coworker that he told me about it.
What was the area where it happened?
I'm not 100% sure where it is. Yeah, I only heard about it.
It was Jocelyn Rojo Carranza.
Mm.
Yeah, a sixth grader in Texas took her own life after being bullied at school. Her bullies would tell her that they were going to call ICE on her Hispanic parents, and that she would be left alone.
Yeah.
Jeez, bro.
Yeah.
Even like simple words can fuck
Yeah.
someone up, bro.
Y al final del día, like, se quitó la vida por miedo.
And this was recent, right?
Yeah, this was
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
couple
So like,
weeks
how are you
ago.
gonna be saying shit like that when like this whole thing with Trump just happened?
Yeah.
Like, it's not a joke at this point. Like, this is
Uh-huh.
serious.
I mean, there's a ton of stuff that's been going on ever since he
Mhm.
took presidency, pero hay gente que nomás no, you
Mhm.
know? And like,
They decided to ignore it and stuff.
yeah, and now, like, obviously, you know how Elon Musk is, you know, in the White House with like no one even voting for him.
Which is the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah, well, now I feel like the reason why Trump is doing that 5 million gold card, so you can basically get your citizenship and everything, is to give Elon a citizenship, so no one can say he's an illegal immigrant anymore.
Yeah.
You know, in the White House, which makes no sense whatsoever, because like, how are you going to give someone that isn't even an American citizen the right to work in nuestro gobierno?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then everyone that is illegal here, that came here legally, or that is trying to be legal citizen, are instantly like aliens. Like, no, they gotta get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
That makes
No,
no
and
sense.
está pasando bien hartos casos de gente que se sale de los Estados Unidos. They have their residency card, or they have their turista card, or everything, and everything's up to date. And when they come to the U.S., ya no los dejan.
Yeah,
Ya no
makes
lo
no
dejan
fucking
venir.
sense.
Como hay una muchacha en nuestra... okay, so like my mom has a nutrition club, as I've mentioned before. A couple weeks ago, we had a client come to us, and she was like, oh my God, you know, my friend, she was supposed to come, and she was a client of ours too, but she went to Mexico to basically like, obviously like her visa was, you know, she can only be in the U.S. for like a certain amount of time. So she went back to Mexico for a couple months. Like, she was in Mexico for like, I want to say like 6 months.
Mhm.
And then she was going to come back. Well, she comes back to Chicago, and she's at the airport. She already arrived here to the U.S., and they wouldn't let her pass by customs. They basically were like, "Oh, your paperwork is expired." She was like, "No, it's not. Like, I have it right here. It's not expired. It doesn't expire for a couple of years." And they're like, "It's expired. You have to get on the next plane."
What the hell?
Yeah, and they made her pay her own ticket.
Nah,
To
that's
go
fucked
back.
up, bro.
Yeah. So basically, like, they told her you can't step on U.S. grounds anymore. Yeah.
So
Pero
all her life
como
is just
fue-
gone.
Yeah, basically.
That's so messed up, dude.
Yeah. And they only let her daughter pass. So her daughter se tuvo que quedar aquí. I mean, the good thing is her daughter is of age.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, su daughter sí se quedó. And she basically, like, I think the daughter is basically just going to sell everything that they own.
And then go.
And then
over.
she's going to go back to Mexico and live their life. And basically forget everything that they lived here.
That's
Yeah.
so
Like,
fucking
imagine
sad.
that. And then, don't you listen to the artist?
Yes,
That
I do
recently-
listen to an artist. His name was Fabio Guerra, and he had went to, what was it, in Argentina to go collab with this other artist, and make a music video. And so he went over there to make this music, and when the way to come back, they wouldn't let him either until he had basically documents saying that he can come to the United States illegally. And so originally he was born in Honduras, and he has his papers, but they wouldn't let him because he still wasn't a U.S. citizen. And so that's wild that they have all, even though you have papers, they're still not even allowed to go in.
Yeah.
They're basically flipping the entirety of what the immigration laws should be. Like, it makes no sense. They're just making things up in the spot.
Yeah, it's crazy because te quedas pensando, like, imagine all these people, y no nomás, o sea, nosotros nomás sabemos de estas dos personas.
Yeah.
We don't know about all the people that have already gotten deported, you know, that aquí tienen toda su vida. And I remember that I saw a TikTok about Fabio, and he was still in Argentina, and he literally was like, oh my God, I took everything for granted. My mom, my dad, my dog, my house, everything. He was like, I lost everything, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Y me quedo pensando, imagine if that happened to me, you know? Like, I mean, I'm born here, and yo sí tengo mi, you know, my citizenship in Mexico, pero sí me quedo pensando, like, I don't know if I would be able to get my life together just in Mexico, you know? Especially, like, with the job. Like, imagine me having to cut my entire budget down and get paid in pesos. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I don't
wouldn't
know
be
that,
able to do that.
you know, like, I'm not saying that I'm a person that spends a lot,
Mhm.
porque I'm not. Pero me quedo pensando, like, a mí me gustan las cosas buenas, you know, a mí me gustan las cosas de lujo. So now, like, me quedo pensando, like, if I go to Mexico, like, am I not gonna be able to, like, live the same lifestyle that I live here? You know?
Yeah.
Because allá es diferente. Allá you don't win the same money you do here.
Dude, over there you could get kidnapped simply by speaking English. Like, that's like one of the languages we.
I guess it depends
speak.
where you're
Yeah,
at.
Yeah.
where you're really located and who
Yeah.
you're with.
Ajá. Que no te metas en problemas.
Yeah.
Pero, like, simply with my cats, you know?
Yeah.
Like, dude, my cats will only eat a certain amount, like a certain brand of food. They don't sell that brand in Mexico. What am I gonna do? Like, you know?
La carne de chivo, I guess.
Or like me quedo pensando, like,
Carnitas.
like, bro, there's no AC over there. My cat's gonna be like, you know, my
You're gonna have
cat's
to
a
make-
little chunky.
You're gonna make your cats hairless, bro.
Like, we're gonna
Yeah.
need extra fans
Everybody
and everything.
become beef roast.
No, pero like, I mean, you know, like, jokes aside, si te quedas pensando,
Yeah,
like, pobre
yeah,
gente. Like, pobre gente se quedan sin nada.
Like the lady you mentioned last podcast, the one that had to go to Mexico and never came back for her cats.
Ajá, la muchacha esa, I don't even know what happened to the cats. Because, what really pissed me off was that, okay, so, like, I told the lady that ended up keeping the cats here, I ended up telling her, I'm like, hey, we can find, you know, rehome them. And she's like, yeah, she's like, but I can't find anyone. And I was like, well, I can't find anyone either. I tried helping her for like a week. Then I told her what we could do is we can call a no-kill shelter, and we can get the cats there.
Mm-hmm.
And the lady that abandoned them still had the audacity to say, oh, I don't want my cats to go there. Girl, you abandoned the
You're
cats.
in a whole other country.
Yeah. Y tú abandonaste a los gatos.
Bro,
O sea,
what?
If you should have found someone first,
Mhm.
you know? You
Yeah.
should rehome those cats first antes de dejarlos abandonados.
Exactly.
Ya no era tu derecho todavía ponerte los moños y todavía decir, allí no quiero. O sea, entonces, ¿de qué pinche paleta quieres también?
Exactly.
You know, like, you want me to, like, send you money to Mexico too? Nah, boy, like, así no funcionan las cosas, you know? Like, hubieras encontrado, esos gatos no tenían culpa de quedarse una semana solos in that apartment, you know? Like, tú hubieras encontrado a alguien, or you should have simply spoken to the owner of the house, the landlord, and you should have told the landlord, hey man, I'm leaving to Mexico ASAP. because I'm undocumented and I'm getting scared de todo lo que está pasando. I don't want to get deported y me voy a llevar lo poco que tengo. Also, I'm leaving my cats. Is there any way you can help me rehome them so they're not here alone for a whole freaking week?
Yeah.
Now imagine if the landlord just forgot and just said, you know what, I honestly forgot that she even moved out, or like I haven't seen her in a month.
Yeah.
Imagine if things hubieran ido peor. Esos gatos se hubieran quedado allí muertos.
Yeah.
It would have been really, really bad. Do you think she would have cared? No.
No.
Then why are you going to give her the chance to, like, escoger donde quieren los gatos or not?
Yeah.
So basically, when she said that, I told my friend, I was like, you know what, man? I'm sorry. Like, I can't help you other than those two options, you know? Like, I tried looking for rehoming. No one right now is available to rehome that I know of. I've shared it and everything. I'm like, my best bet would be to go to that, you know, no-kill shelter.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I have a friend that works at that shelter that could have been giving me updates. You know, could have been everything. And nowadays, if you go and give these cats to the no-kill shelter, they will literally put them up for adoption. They do their investigation for these houses where they're going to go to, and they make sure that it says on the thing, you know, on the ad, like, these cats are bonded. Do not split them apart.
Yeah.
You know, and then that way both cat sisters would have been together.
Yeah.
Pero es que
It's like the most convenient thing ever.
Yeah, it would have been the most convenient thing ever. It would have been it wouldn't be a hassle for the landlord, and it wouldn't be a hassle for, I mean, la señora ya que, la señora ya se fue.
It don't matter to her.
Yeah, pero that's my thing, you know. Like,
Yeah.
kind of sucks that she kind of did that.
Yeah.
Pero anyway, getting into change the topic here. I'm gonna move this into basically a topic that Pancho wanted to talk about our weight loss journey.
All right. So, as y'all know, we're trying to lose, our weight. We're trying to get our body more fit, more healthy. We've been going to a gym more often. For me, it's every single day except for the weekends. But there's times where I do work in the weekends, so I try to do it at least on my days off. I try to either go a little bit before work, or I just plainly go right after, about an hour or so. I haven't weighed myself, but I have been marking down my food and my calories and everything that I eat through an app. And I've even been tracking my water. I've been getting more than the half a gallon a day. And if I do get the time, I drink a gallon. Mostly, it's just work. It's busy to get rush hours and stuff, so I don't get the chance to drink water as much. But I try to get at least half of the gallon in me. But from what I've been seeing, I've been doing pretty good progress. I haven't gone over my calorie count, but I've been in the count where I'm gaining the muscle but losing the fat. With that, how have you gone to?
Well, Chewy and I basically have the same gym routines, because right now we're both sharing one car. So
I wonder why.
yeah. So right now we're sharing one car. So Chewy will drop me off at work. By the way, this is my car, and I don't even drive it that much. So Chewy drops me off at work. I'm there for 9-10 hours, and then he picks me back up, and we go to the gym. So we've been going to the gym basically around 4 to 5 days a week, and we do about an hour and a half, and we try splitting up the days and everything. And I'm not gonna lie, I've seen results. I've noticed that sí estoy perdiendo peso, pero at the same time, como dice Pancho, I'm losing more body fat because my muscle is gaining. And Chewy's muscle is gaining too, because we just noticed that on our arms, you can actually feel and see the bump now of when you do arm workouts, you know? Ya se te ve tu músculo, and it's actually hard. we were comparing it right on Friday when
Yeah.
Kevin was here, our other brother. You know, Kevin's a fitness expert. You know, he's buff and he knows how to do all that stuff. You know, so like we were showing Kevin, we're like, oh Kevin, look our progress, this and this and that, and Kevin was like, huh. He was actually really impressed. Actually, he's like, I didn't expect you guys to actually like keep going. You know,
Probably half my box of pizza.
I know.
Yeah.
Man, boy can eat.
So, we had like a little, I guess, somewhat of a party. It was kind of like a little rush hour, but someone said, "Hey, y'all want pizza?" So we ordered pizza, and we were originally just gonna get one box, but for some reason, someone decided to order 3 boxes, and of course, we didn't even finish the second one. So they're like, "Oh, you want to take a box home?" I'm like, "Sure." I got home. I put the box on the table. I'm like, "Oh, what's up, Kevin? I haven't seen you in a minute." I went to go get some stuff for my room, and I came back, and the pizza was half empty. And I was like, who just grabbed a bunch of pizza? And my aunt, MayJay's mom, said, oh, Kevin just grabbed himself a plate. And I'm like, ain't no way he just took half a pizza in one sitting.
Not only that, but okay, so we have a chest freezer, right? Our chest freezer is currently failing, so everything in the chest freezer we either have to cook or we have to put in the fridge, right? In the freezer fridge. So my dad calls me on Friday, and when we were out, and I had to go pick up some fundraiser stuff that was donated to us. And so he calls us, and Chewy and I had just gotten protein bowls at Chipotle. And we were like, bro, like, we just got Chipotle, and now you're telling us that we have to come home and start cooking. And we had 3 frozen pizzas from Costco. I made all 3 frozen pizzas. Kevin ate a full Costco pizza by himself. And then Pancho comes in like 2 hours later with Little Caesars pizza. And he technically ate the full pizza.
Half a pizza.
And then he ate a full Costco pizza.
The full pizza and then half of pizza.
Half of a Little Caesars pizza. And not only that, but he also ate chicken tenders that I made a day before.
God, I didn't know that.
And then Chewy and I went to this new cookie place called Crave. That's right next to Chipotle by where we live.
Yeah,
and Kevin ate like a fourth of one of the chocolate chip cookies too. I mean, like it was all in like less than 2 hours. He ate all of that.
That guy got a bottomless pit for his stomach.
And for lunch, he was here for lunch too.
Uh-huh.
And my mom said he cooked like 6 eggs.
Yeah.
And he ate chicken tenders too.
You know what he ate
for lunch?
This morning when he left?
What?
He's like, I ate an apple. I'm good. Because your dad called him. He's like, hey, where are you at? He goes, oh, I'm at the train. And then he's like, oh, did you eat breakfast? Like, yeah, an apple. And he goes, why so little? He's like, I wasn't hungry. I'm like, I wonder why.
He ate a protein shake when we were with my mom.
He just told him that he ate an apple and that's it.
Yeah. I was like, dang, that's crazy. But like, it's because él se entiende, you know, like he knows what day he's going to eat more so he can have a better pump and a better workout the next day, you know?
Yeah.
And siento que nosotros, we're still newbies, you know? We're still like trying to do all that stuff. Actually, apenas last week, Chuy and I did meal preps and we started weighing our food.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it worked out. I feel like it worked out perfect this week for me. I feel like I wasn't hungry, pero I also got my protein in, but I also like no comí de más.
Yeah, you guys gave me one, and I ate it, went to the gym, did cardio for like an hour and a half, and then when I came home, I literally just ate an apple, and then I waited for dinner. I was not hungry.
Yeah, I wasn't hungry either. Like, estaba satisfecha. I wasn't like, you know when you eat a lot and you're like, oh man,
stuffed.
Bro, like I'm so stuffed, you know? I did not feel like that, and I also didn't feel like que me quedé con hambre. You know, and I feel like I was getting my protein intake all week long, and the only day I didn't get my protein intake was yesterday. Pero even then, like I feel great. I feel like this week, in addition to last week's like exercise, I feel like this week me fue mejor. Pero combinando las 2 semanas, I feel like it really made a difference. What about you?
Yeah. So with the meal prep that we ended up doing, which honestly was really good. I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed the portions on it. Because the thing is, for me, when I always make food, I always think, oh, I need this amount and this amount, least of this, more of this, and I never counted the portions. And I would always work out and not get the result I would want. Do get like a little result, but not as much as I wanted to. And now with the meal preps that we ended up making, I feel like that ended up helping us out more, and especially like it wouldn't like how MayJay ended up saying it doesn't give you that much full, but just enough for you to walk around like you have food in your system and not actually like eating like if you're not full. Cause I don't know if you ever have the feeling of, oh, I just ate but I'm still hungry, and you eat little portions of little stuff but you never get full and you keep eating more
And now you're too full.
Yeah, no, not even that. You gain more calories.
Yeah.
And you don't eat.
Porque estás picando.
Yeah, porque estás picando y estás comiendo cosas que no deberías comer.
Yeah.
And that's what my problem is. But now with the meal prep, I feel like that helped me out. I don't think that I recall, I haven't gotten anything that
Also,
I like side.
Another thing with Chuy is that, like, Chuy está más alto que nosotros dos, que Pancho and I. And Chuy trabaja all day carrying, like, heavy stuff, heavy machinery, heavy tires, unloading tires and all that stuff, right? Because es mecánico en tire tech. Entonces te quedas pensando, él porque es hombre, está más alto, tiene más músculo. El objetivo de Chuy is to gain more muscle. And because Chuy is active, like, literally, like, 90% of his day, he needs more protein. And that's what I was trying to make him understand. Like, Chuy, because your plate is 80% lettuce and 10% meat and 10% carbs, does not mean that you're going to lose weight. You need it to be like 50% like protein, 25% carb, and 25% meat, or even less on carbs and I mean 25% vegetables, 25% carbs, or maybe less carbs, and then do more vegetables and still stay with that 50% protein. Pero es que even then, it's not the way you portion your plate, it's the way you weigh your food.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you eat grilled chicken tenders, it's a way different portion size than if you eat breaded chicken tenders.
Yeah.
Because it's grasas, different proteins, different everything. Tienes que fijarte bien en tus comidas. And I think that's something that this week I learned different, So hopefully this week, today is Sunday. We're recording today on a Sunday. So today, later on, I have to meal prep, So later on, we're all going to go hit the kitchen, cut stuff up, meter cosas al air fryer, a la estufa, al horno, and ver qué hacemos, stock up the fridge and make a plan a ver qué es lo que vamos a comer para que nos resulte todo bien and we can continue, because this week I lost 3 more pounds.
Good shit.
Yeah, well, actually in the last 2 weeks I lost 3.
Still good.
Yeah, so de que nos va a ir bien, nos va a ir bien.
Yeah. But I'd like to talk about my experience in Chinatown. My first time ever going to Chinatown. I'm pretty sure you guys have gone, right?
I went a long time ago. I think I was in high school.
I don't think I actually went. No,
You've never gone?
I have never gone to Chinatown.
Really?
Although we're from Chicago, I haven't been there. Nor the Bean.
You haven't been to the Bean?
No.
I went to the Bean when I was a little kid, but I don't remember the experience. I just remember it because we have a photo of when I was a kid.
Oh.
And I was right underneath it. But, yeah, I went to Chinatown with my girlfriend, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it's like a mini Mexico. It's like a mini Cinco. Like, it's literally a bunch of buildings that look like just El Cinco, where you can, like, go up the stairs, and there's a store right there, or there's a store right underneath, or there's some posts like in the corners and stuff like that. And it's a mix between like local businesses and corporate businesses. And we went to a hot pot, and it was so good. It was so good. It was unlimited food for 3 hours, and on top of that, you had smoothies, you had unlimited meats and all that, and we also got some boba. We didn't really go to many stores. I mean, we did go to stores, but we didn't actually buy anything from there. It was mostly just looking around, and they have everything that you could think of in Mexico. Those sweaters that are like just a random Dragon Ball PNG all across of it, or like a Hello Kitty that's for some reason orange or red and stuff like that. Like all those bootleg stuff.
Yeah.
It gave it the aesthetic and everything. And there was a bunch of nice people, but oh my god, the drivers, bro. The drivers are so bad. Not even just in Chinatown, but like in the highway and the freeway going to Chicago. Like,
Yeah.
people weren't joking when they said Chicago traffic is bad.
It is.
I've never driven over there by myself, but I'm like, holy crap, everyone, like, use your turn signals. My biggest problem is turn signals. No one fucking uses them anymore.
I don't think, like, honestly, Chicago traffic isn't even that bad compared to like, California traffic.
Oh, I wouldn't know
When
about that.
I went to Cali, I was like, you gotta be kidding.
No, but I've seen people.
Like-
Kevin told me.
I went to Cali for like a quick business trip once,
Uh-huh.
and dude, literally almost missed our flight because like estaba tan saturada la highway, and like it was insane. I literally was like, there's no way. Like, I think we're gonna lose our flight. And no, sí llegamos and everything. Like, corrimos en el airport. Pero it was horrible. I was like, nah, bro, I ain't doing this again. Like, we're gonna be at the airport, like, with days ahead if
Sí.
it's Cali
Y
again.
como nos dicen nuestros parents, we gotta be at the airport 2 hours early, pero nosotros llegamos ahí en tiempo in like 40 minutes. That's how it should be in Cali, no?
No,
You get there for
no
2 hours early?
Pero, ¿sabes qué? Es otra cosa diferente, too. I was with a lot of Americans
Uh-huh.
for that business trip. Entonces, like, Americans and Mexicanos, they have a whole different aspect about, like, el aeropuerto. Americans are like, oh, as long as you get there 40 minutes before, you're fine, you know? Y un mexicano te dice, no, tenemos que llegar allá 2 a 3 horas antes. ¿Qué estás hablando? We need to be there. We need to be the first ones, you know? Dude, how many times have we gone to the airport and we're the first ones before the damn flight attendants?
A lot. Cause
What-
Before even the workers that
Yeah.
scan
What
your
happened
ticket.
last year when we went to Mexico?
Yeah, we
We were
stood
there.
there for a long time.
Yeah, we were there for like a good hour just standing waiting
Yeah,
for people
before
to check us
anyone
in.
even came. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, I could have put the what are they called? Like
the straps.
the strap. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I think
Like
so.
where it creates the lines.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they weren't
No.
put in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I could have created the lines and everything, and I could have been like, okay, acá se van a parar si tienen esta, like, you know, I've gone so many times on Volaris that I know exactly what they're going to tell you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I could have just given everybody their paperwork, and I could have done everybody's job, like, quick. Like, ándale, vénganse a pesar a ver si la pesa está bien.
Uh-huh.
Make sure you have enough. You know, 55 libras en cada maleta, acuérdense.
Oh my gosh.
But
Besides that, do you guys have anything you guys want to talk about?
I do. So, for those that don't know, it is March now, which is insane.
Uh-huh. Dude, oh my
Um,
god. Oh,
And
March.
next week, actually not next week, but in 2 weeks from now, I don't know if we'll have another podcast episode or not. Depends on how busy we are. But in 2 weeks from now, it is Pancho's birthday.
Shut up, don't say anything.
So, Pancho, how old are you going to be?
I'm reaching your Unc status.
Oh.
I'm reaching 23. The big 23, which actually it's funny that we're talking about that because last podcast episode we didn't talk about Chewy's birthday because Chewy's birthday happened a few days after our
Yeah.
podcast. So he turned 22, I'm turning 23, and MayJay is being even more.
We don't got to talk about me. I don't.
We
turn,
won't talk about it until
I
October.
don't turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
until
Still
October.
got one.
But with that being said, I want to ask you some questions
Oh no.
because it's your birthday coming up.
Oh no.
So,
Interview.
I want to ask you, what are you most excited about for the coming year?
Getting all my payments out of the way. I know it sounds like a big like adulting like basic thing, but I'm so tired of scavenging my paycheck, especially now that we were getting our hours cut. Which, by the way, I got uh, I guess a quote unquote promotion. My manager's asking me if I want to be in the back of the store now, so I'm gonna get a $2 raise from now on. And she bumped up my hours from 20 to almost like 40 again.
Oh, that's
So it's good. Which 40 hours is basic, but since our store didn't really get that much revenue, our hours got cut. But now they're bringing my hours back. So hopefully, with these upcoming paychecks, I can finally be out of that because I'm so fucking tired of it.
Okay.
I also have a couple of questions for you. What is one thing you learned about yourself in the past year?
How emotionally connected I am to people, honestly. Because with this whole, I don't know if I ever did mention it, but I had moved away from my parents' house and all that, and it's been a long time since I've seen my siblings last, and my siblings are way younger than me. One of them in particular is like the youngest. Um, he's my like even though he's not a baby anymore, he's not a toddler, he's a kid now. I still consider him my baby brother, and uh, I'm not emotionally attached to the rest of them because the rest of them just it's never been easy when they treat you like shit all the time. But with my baby brother, I've been so emotionally attached to him that I've recently been missing him, honestly. So yeah, I've noticed that I'm more of an emotional person than I thought I was back
So
then.
you would say that you're very grateful on like quality time that you spend with people?
Yeah, I find myself looking back a lot in the old videos that I have and stuff.
Okay. Also, now I want to ask you, what's your favorite birthday cake flavor?
Oh nah. Y'all should know this. I'm basic.
I know you prefer like lemon
Vanilla and
cakes.
chocolate.
I know
Huh?
you prefer
Vanilla
lemon
and
cakes,
chocolate.
but like,
Okay. Honestly, chocolate has not been like my favorite recently. If you're gonna give me a cake, I'd say make it an ice cream like Oreo cake. But if you're not trying to buy a cake, give me a lemon pie. I fucking love lemon pie.
Okay.
Or like key lime pie. I like key lime pie as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Besides that, don't give me no drink.
Okay. Another question I have for you is, what is one thing you want to do differently this upcoming year?
I say my diet, but like I'm actually already working on that. I'd say work on my mental health more, honestly. I want to be more confident with myself, and I want to just not have that voice in the back of your mind where it's just like constantly dragging you down. Because at this point, I'm more happier than I've ever been my entire life. But there's still moments where I'm pretty happy, and then I don't know, some one thought or something in my head just like ruins it for me.
Has it been 3 months since you started working at your job?
I think it's about to be 4.
Oh, then I think you have insurance now. Normally, after the 90 days.
I need to ask them for the benefits page and stuff because he sent a page on the chat, but like the
You need
page
to get
doesn't work.
enrolled and everything,
Yeah.
and then there's a lot of places now that take insurance for your like payment,
Oh.
like Better Health.
Mm-hmm.
You can have a therapist aquí mismo en la casa over the computer. That's how I started therapy. I found my therapist, but then she was like, "Hey, I'm not gonna be with Better Health anymore," and I just started taking her like online therapy classes.
Yeah.
Basically, and she still took my insurance. She took my insurance, and Better Health took my insurance, and I basically almost never paid anything.
I'll have to ask them.
I paid like a $25 copay, which is basically nothing compared to therapy. Yeah.
I'll have to ask them if they can help me with it because the page that they sent didn't go through, and it just like it's like a blank page online for some reason.
Okay, so I have another question. What's your favorite birthday memory?
I don't have one.
You don't have one?
No, last time I had a birthday party and stuff was like when I was probably 11
Really?
and stuff. Yeah, but actually no, I had a small birthday party last year with my parents and all that. It was not a good time. I kind of regret that because then right after I moved out.
Yeah, I remember that.
So yeah, I don't have one. I never actually had like a good birthday party or anything.
Well, I have one last question for you. My question is, how do you feel about turning another year
I don't like being an adult, bro. I don't like having to like think about money and stuff. But I I can't believe I'm about to be like in my mid-20s in like 2 more years. It's crazy. Like I don't even remember turning 18. Like that's how long it's been.
Yeah.
And it's kind of so weird at work because there's usually like one person that's like the youngest and they're like a shift lead and stuff. And I'm like, damn, I'm like 5 years older than you or something like that. Or like how me and Tree were talking about like we were talking about some Pokemon cards and like, oh, this came out in 2016 and they're like, oh my god, that was almost a decade ago. Like what the hell?
Yeah.
older?
Okay, what is one thing you're proud of accomplishing this past year?
Moving out. Moving out of everything because honestly I just feel more free, more confident in like myself, and I feel like um, I've accomplished more in this last year than I've had in the last 22 years.
Okay. What's your favorite birthday present you've ever received?
Um, my sweater. I got a Bring Me the Horizon sweater, and I got it from one of my best friends, and I still wear it to this day. It's somewhat ripped, but I keep it for like my gym or sometimes like if it's super cold in my room, I use it to go to sleep.
Okay. Okay. What would be your ideal like birthday meal? Like
Oh my
si
gosh.
este fuera tu último cumpleaños que festejas, what would be like your ideal meal?
You know where I've always wanted to go and I've never gone to? A
Panda.
hibachi.
Huh?
Panda.
No. I've eaten way too much panda. A hibachi place.
A hibachi
I've
place.
never been to a hibachi
Okay,
place.
if you
I've
had to
always
pick,
wanted to go.
if you had to do like a full day of like your birthday, like starting with breakfast, ¿dónde irías?
To the B Brothers. Because
Oh.
that lavender honey tea was so good. I mean, tea, coffee. It was so good. And their pancakes are perfect. But I'd have to go from there to like, I don't know if y'all needed to like go grocery shopping or something. I like to just walk around, like let the stomach and calm down and all that. For lunch, probably like a pizza or like a sandwich or something, and then the hibachi place. I'd love to go to hibachi or boba. Oh my god, I love boba so much.
Okay. Well, I think that's the end of my questions. But I was like, oh, you know what? Let's do a birthday segment with Pancho there.
How'd I do? Did I pass?
I mean, I think you responded pretty good. You know, I think you responded pretty good on basically what I had there. Okay, do you guys have anything else for today?
You got anything you want to add since this is your first episode and stuff?
No, not really. Just wanted to say thank you guys for having me, for me basically being here for the first time. Broadcast is really fun, and hopefully I am here for multiple other ones.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen, buddy. I'm kidding. Well, with that being said, I just want to say thank you for listening, and hopefully we get to record again sometime soon. I really, really want to get more episodes into it. I know we're like super busy, but what can you do? It's tax season. We have to like.
None of us have done our taxes.
Yeah. Well, actually, mine might come in this week. That's coming in.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks.
Me and Trey have yet to go.
Yeah, you guys have to do that.
I know. It's just I've been so busy with like the fundraiser stuff, with getting donations, with my job. I've been super busy at my job. With I've been helping my mom do her branding and her marketing at the store, and it's just like so much. You know?
Yeah.
And then, on top of it, it's like, Pancho's over here like, hey, podcast. And I'm like, oh my God,
You said, we're going to take it seriously. We're going to record every week. And then I'm like...
And not only
I'm
that...
like, bro, we're almost
like,
a month with no recording.
I know. It's just like, es mucho cuando... And I tell myself this all the time. Es mucho cuando mucha gente depende de ti, you know?
Yeah.
Like, en tu trabajo dependen de ti porque you're, like, a key aspect to, like, projects, you know? So, like, right now, I'm in varios projects at work. Entonces, que te necesitamos acá. And then, like, salgo and fundraiser people are like, hey, we need a meeting. We have a meeting here. Aparte de eso, I'm emailing constant people y todo eso. Constantemente estoy en mi teléfono. Then we go to the gym. The gym's like the 1 hour that I'm not on my phone, you know? Like, I mean, I'm still documenting, like, my workouts. I'm documenting, like, como dices tú, like, I'm documenting my meals and everything. So, like, I'm constantly, like, in the back of my head, like, oh, necesito hacer esto. Y al fin del día me quedo pensando, like, oh, shoot, hay veces que en la noche ni descanso. Like, estoy in my bed and I'm sleeping, pero my brain is, like,
constantly going at it.
Yeah. I kid you not, the other day I was dreaming of asking someone for a donation. I literally was like, I told, my, the captain of our team, because I'm the co-captain, but we have a captain. His name's Jason, and I literally was like, Jason, I'm dreaming of asking for donations. And, like, some of the people that, like, some of our customers at my mom's, they come over and, like, they're talking about a certain topic or something. And I'm dreaming about, like, the topic that they're talking about. And somebody told me the other day, like, deberías de comprarle el rancho a esta persona, porque le están vendiendo su rancho. I'm dreaming about me buying a rancho. Yeah, that was my dream yesterday. Me buying a rancho.
No, I get it because I haven't been dreaming with work and stuff, but I think I'm one of the few people that, even though I'm not like a shift lead or not in training for stuff like that, they rely on me a lot because they know that when someone isn't gonna work or someone has an emergency, I'm always there to cover because I want more hours.
Yeah.
So, like, for example, I worked Wednesday. I was supposed to have Thursday off, and I was supposed to work Friday. And I worked Wednesday. Came in an hour early Wednesday because they asked me to. I came in Thursday because my manager had a fever, so she asked me to come in. And then on top of that, they asked me to stay on dishes, so I didn't leave work until midnight.
Yes, me acuerdo.
And then Friday, they asked me to come in early, and then they asked me to stay in a little bit later, which I couldn't because I had to get some stuff done.
Yeah.
Because yesterday we had a meeting at work, so everyone had to wake up early to go to work for a meeting, which we got paid for, which is fine. Yeah. And then they asked me, like, hey, can you come in to work today? I'm like, dude, it's my only day off. And I'm like, someone was literally asking for this shift like a few hours ago, and you're trying to give it to me. Like, give it to them. They need more hours right now. Which, I mean, I'm fine with them relying on me, but I need a break, bro.
Yeah.
I need at least one day off.
I'm trying not to take a day off right now because I have 3 weeks of vacation this year.
Oh.
And I'm going to the Bahamas for 1 week. And then I have 2 open weeks, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, pero I don't want to, like, use them all at once. But Kevin, my brother, is on spring break next week, or 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now. 3 weeks from now? 2 weeks.
How long is he going to be here?
He's only going to be here for 1 week.
Oh.
But he asked me yesterday. He was like, can you take a day off whenever I'm here? And I'm literally like, Kevin, really?
Why?
Better be on a Friday.
I don't know what day, but he wants me to just to take a day off. He just wants to hang out with me, which I think is cool. But at the same time, I'm like, dang. Kevin, if you're listening to this, which I highly doubt you are.
I don't think he is.
I don't know. I might take a day off.
Don't listen to her.
Huh?
You owe me half a box of Little Caesars.
He wanted me. wanted to hang out with me. I was like, oh, wow.
He don't like you, bro. He don't like you, Chewy.
All those quarter pounders I gave him.
Yeah, me too.
He did
Wait.
tell me to take him out to eat, though.
Oh,
So he
yeah, that's why.
invited me out to eat, but I'm paying.
Yeah, make that make sense.
That makes sense.
He still owes me the fucking bucks.
And since he's coming in, basically a couple days after Pancho's birthday and a few days before my dad's birthday,
Mhm.
I think he wants to go and like try to get birthday presents.
Yeah.
So like that's why he asked me like, hey, can you take a day off and like
Convince him to buy me Pokemon cards.
okay. Yeah, but that's about it. I think that's all we have for today. Thank you for listening to us, and we hope that we can get back on, maybe right after Pancho's birthday, so Pancho can give an explanatory of how his birthday went.
Yeah.
And we'll just see how everything goes. And I don't know. I just want to say que todos se cuiden. It's rough out there right now. Cuiden su dinero because nobody knows what's going to happen.
Yeah, y cuídense la comida también because, you know,
Yeah,
things like us happen where chest freezers.
If you get a chest freezer, just remember to get the warranty on it because we did not. So we bought this chest freezer less than a year ago and now it's garbage. So also don't buy at Menards, buy somewhere else.
Yeah, I told you guys. Menards sucks ass. I should know because I work there. Don't trust anything there.
Chewy, do you want to give any motivational anything ending the show?
Yeah, I would say keep on working on what you guys are working on. Make sure you have a amazing day. Don't let anybody pull you down, because there'll be people out there to do that. But yeah, have a safe and amazing day, and enjoy the weather. Hopefully it gets better, because this week for us it got colder.
Cold.
But hopefully this should be the last week, and it can start getting warmer because I need to do some stuff outside.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright.
well, thank you guys. Bye.
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 Wanna hear you go?